Well, I got
and we're live. Hello, hello. It worked finally. I finally got it to go live. All right, you guys. We are here. We are back for another crazy evening. My cat is a maniac, and I'm sorry about that. I can't mute it first, and I forgot all about it. Okay, sorry. I just thought I was having a stroke or something. I don't know. Don't joke about serious things, Sarah.
Yeah, I know. You and your stroke jokes.
My mom had a stroke. My grandmother died of a stroke. I call everything a stroke. That's just what it is because I'm constantly terrified I'm just going to have a stroke.
Yeah. Well, it's a true story. Last night, my husband got up in the middle of the night and I thought the dogs were banging on the door trying to get in, and he had actually fallen in the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And of course, what do? Because I think it's the dogs trying to break into the house. I roll over and go back to sleep.
Oh,
until he comes. Oh, yeah. And then he opens the door and he's like,
this guy.
Hey, he's all, hey, woman. I was like, oh, my God, are you okay? I've been making fun of him for it all day long. It's a serious problem, though. He could have seriously gotten hurt. But right before we came on, I told him, I said, hey, for our anniversary, I'm getting you some gripper socks. So, yeah, so I know. I totally get it. When you're having a stressful situation, you have to make light of it.
Right. All right. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves because otherwise I forget to do that if we don't actually do it. So I'm going to go alphabetical. And Amber is the winner chicken dinner.
I guess that's what I get since I've been gone so long. It's only been 2 weeks, but I feel like I've been gone a month. March hates me. Hi guys, I'm Amber Kraft. I write paranormal romance, and my life is not going crazy anymore, so I'm here.
All right. Carrow.
Yeah, finally.
Hi, I'm Carrow. Thanks for having me today. I'm an author. I have a book coming out this April. It's called Queen of Swords and Silence, and I was just looking to... It's my dog. I was just looking to basically write with other people. So.
Awesome.
Yay!
Awesome.
I'm going to let my dog in.
Yeah, no problem. CJ. Hey, that hurts, bitch. She does not care. She is the devil.
She's a cat. I'm CJ Lawyer, and I write mainly YA fantasy fiction. Yeah, you can catch my episodes of the South Deer Island Chronicles free serial over on Tumblr, which I think is linked down below.
Yep.
Did you link today?
I did.
Yay!
I did my job. All my job.
Are like on top of things.
Yeah, I'm a professional. Oh, the kitty's done with me apparently. Good.
Awesome.
And on that, she's done with my toes. All right.
I'm Dana Golland. I am the author of The Awakening Love Eternal, and you can find all of my good stuff on danagollandwrites.com. And I write I write adult fantasy romance. And I
Why didn't it save the rest of my information?
It's okay. And while I also have started becoming a troll slayer. Okay.
Okay.
Crazy people. Yeah. Last night I got this like weird message from a total troll.
Oh, you told me that something happened.
Yeah. So I was like, I gotta
What were they like hitting on you?
It was kind of weird. Like, so first they sent me an email through my author email address. And they were like, hey, do you write only adult romance or do you write erotic too? And I was like, well, I kind of do both. Then this is going to get you demonetized, Sarah, just in case.
I'm not exactly monetized, ma'am.
Okay. He says, do you specifically write about anal? And I was like, no, as a matter of fact, I don't. So then he goes to Hangouts and he sends me a message and he's like, can I talk to you here? And I was like, no, you can't. It's just like, and at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, maybe he just is socially awkward. But then I'm like, no, nobody should ever start a conversation with.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. Travis did a movie, my husband did a movie where he, sorry, I'm trying to think and do two things at once, where there was like a cannibal thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And in it, you see somebody eat somebody else's, like they're eating cannibal flesh, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got a comment on it that was like, got any more of them cannibal movies? He's like, nope, can't see any in the future either. Thanks for joining. Like,
oh man.
How about no?
I know, right? I don't know. It was
up with people. And why do they suddenly like, okay, I get it. You have a weird thing. Why is it suddenly my problem?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like if it was and you know what it was, if it was a woman who had asked me if I write anal erotica, no, even then that would have been so weird.
That's still weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just like
well, like if that's your thing, that's fine, but that's not something you ask an author. Like that's just not.
It's like
right, like that's what you look up on the porn website that you go to search your porn on.
Yeah.
Right.
And I bet you there is erotica on some of the porn websites that he can read and he can look up anal erotica.
Exactly.
He probably gets off on making you uncomfortable by asking you inappropriate questions. That's probably really what's going on there.
Yeah. So I silenced it before it could go any further. But you know what after the whole, I got upset. At first I was kind of upset because I was like, well, who the hell are you to ask me these questions? Then I had the thought of, well, I opened myself up to the public. So I have to expect things like this.
A little bit of crazy.
Yeah. But then after I muted this individual, the next thought was, oh my God, what if he starts telling people horrible things about me and jeopardizes my future career as a writer or a YouTuber? And then my final thought on the whole thing was, who gives a shit? Okay. He's a crazy person.
Right. Right. That was not the owner of YouTube coming in to troll you to see if you had what it took to be on YouTube. That's not what was going on at all.
That's right. This is your YouTube.
Although somebody should write that because, we're writers and that would be
hilarious.
So
that's right.
Maybe Claire can do it. She writes a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
I can't write funny things. That's not me.
Really? I find it fun to do.
I'm mainly horror.
Mm-hmm.
But
funny is corny.
I do find like my husband made movies, and this translates generally movies and writing translate into each other to some extent. And people who are good at pacing in horror tend to be good at pacing in comedy too, because their pacing is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know that it would be that hard of a transition, but I don't know if it works the same in like block text.
It kind of does, because with horror, you're looking at building up suspense for the surprise at the end, where with humor, you're just kind of having the unpredictable response. So
yeah,
I try to do like a mix of the two, because my thing does have like Lovecraft themes in it, but it's mostly dark fantasy. But my main hero is sarcastic as fuck.
And I like reading comedy. I'm just not terribly good at writing it.
Yeah, because sarcasm will always win. Okay. Always. Hey guys, Mini Me just came in and now she's not talking to me, so I will be right back. Okay.
Okay.
That's how you know they need you. They just stare at you.
Yeah. Yeah, Sailor does that to me sometimes, and I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, and I know what happened. She thought of something and went, I'm going to go see if Sarah will let me do that. And she walked up behind me, looked at what was on my screen and went, that's what happened. And so now she has no idea why she's here.
Yeah, my daughter does that all the time. She'll walk to the bedroom. I forgot.
Yeah, she's so mad about it.
You got to choose. Either get down or sit.
Oh, Aphrodite said she popped in and she heard some madness. Oh,
Stuff we
yeah.
say.
I like talking about funny things that are dirty because we're adults and we can do that, which is, a whole thing.
All right. I'm making the choice for you. Thank you.
Some of us are adults who need to be talked to like that, apparently. I just want to share with you guys that I have a cat in a basket.
She's so surprised. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I moved her basket.
She's like, I didn't know this thing moved. It's magical.
And she went right back to sleep.
Yep.
She was like, oh, you were putting me back. Okay. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
anyway,
so
shall we tonight I'm actually not going to be writing. I'm going to be working on this project for my day job. But it's whatevs. It's still a thing I have to do, and it still takes a bunch of time. So,
well, it's still like kind of being creative.
Right.
You
Not
had
really,
to creatively
no.
how to figure out how to get it to do what you wanted it to do.
Yeah, it's man. I'm on number 235 out of 2007, I think.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, if I could help you, I would, but sounds like it's kind of top secret.
Yeah, no, it's not even top secret. It's someone my boss knows is running for election. So I am going through their mailing list and trying to get emails on everybody.
Right on.
It's largely professional, so some of them do have emails online, but it's also largely attorneys. So
yeah,
it's kind of like a 50-50 on them because attorneys are dicks.
Yeah, like when I hired my attorney, I tried to do like a who the hell is this person and am I going to trust him with what's going on in my life? And I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find nothing. I mean, I was like, I almost had to like get one of those like background checkers, but then I was like, okay, that's kind of stalker like, you know what I'm saying? So I just,
and things like I'm never gonna find a judge's private email.
Right.
That's not gonna be anywhere. I'm not gonna find that.
Right.
So
unless you're a totally awesome judge who has Facebook.
Yeah, but you can't use their Facebook mail either. It's got to be like a proper email.
Oh my god!
I have used like people search on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Go to LinkedIn.
No, I don't. Like, it's so mad when it takes me to LinkedIn. I hate you, LinkedIn.
Is this like a personal hatred for
I
LinkedIn?
hate LinkedIn so much.
Well,
I used to actually advertise my YouTube channel on my LinkedIn because I thought it was fucking hilarious because who is on LinkedIn?
My dad.
Yeah, your dad is on LinkedIn, I'm sure. I mean, I have an account, but
yeah,
I don't know what the hell to do over there.
Right. My father-in-law sent me a request to join LinkedIn. And so I did, and I got there, and it was like a bunch of old people.
Yeah.
Who, yeah, and I was like, well, what are we doing here? I mean, are we going to talk to each other? Do we like share hemorrhoid tips with one another? I mean, what are we doing?
That could be useful.
Yeah. So I mean, I still have it. It's still available, but I don't know what to do with it. And I heard that they were kind of getting rid of it.
No, it's a good thing to use like when you start new jobs and stuff, because I started mine when I became a manager at McDonald's. And so when I applied for my latest promotion, he actually pulled me up on LinkedIn and like saw all my accomplishments and stuff over the years. Yeah. I like raked hair off my keyboard and muted myself.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened? All right, well, we should get rolling, so I guess we'll do one at 20 after.
Yeah.
I got demoted on the app.
Oh, bitch, see what you got.
Yeah, I know.
See, I'm so close. I've got 75 more hours to get a new rank.
No. I would have gotten work done yesterday, but my computer decided to be a dick for most of the morning, so That didn't
I hate it
happen.
when that happens.
Oh, I so do. Because then you try not to panic and you're like, okay, this is going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. It's not going to be a thing. It's going to be fine. And then when I got it to work, I was like, well, now I'm all panicked. So I had to back up everything again just to be on the safe side.
Oh, I think Aphrodite came in either mid.
Yes.
Okay.
While we were talking about looking at porn, basically, is what we walked in on. So,
Porn, troll stalkers.
yeah. So she came in and was just like, "What?"
That's right. And if you want to date,
And then I think she was jealous she hadn't joined the stream on the camera because she was like, "This is right up my alley."
That's right. And if you want to date with Dana, don't open the conversation with, "Do you write about anal?" No.
I got a message back in the days when like Messenger was the thing, where a guy was like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hi," and he says, "How are you?" And I said, "I'm fine." And then I was like, ... because I'm like waiting for him to like either introduce himself or say something real creepy. And then he's like, "Do you suck cock?"
Oh God!
And there it is.
I feel like that was a little early in the conversation.
God, buy me a steak first, Jackie.
Right, like that's really, you go from "Hi, how are you?" and that's where you go next. I'm not surprised we're doing this to find a date because there's no way it's working in real life.
That's when, knowing you would have been like, sure, cut it off and airmail it.
No, I actually had a collection of dick pics from dudes I had not bothered to like I would just respond to them as a normal person would respond, and I'd get dick pics. So I had like 200 of them in my phone at one point.
Oh yeah.
That is so crazy.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just like, you know what? If they're gonna send them, I'm just gonna keep a whole file. Fuck it.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. This is your first time streaming with us, and you just walked in at the best time.
No, you're totally fine because I'm a female gamer, so I'm used to that.
Oh yeah.
But I remember when I joined my writing group, like in the second session, we spent a half hour trying to describe the perfect hand job, and I was just sitting there like, okay, I didn't know I signed up for this.
It's one where you use lots of lubrication.
One guy was doing like he didn't demonstrate, but he was like using like the stuff on the table, and I was just like, can we just move on?
I didn't know this was art class.
Right?
Yep. But and I think it's a little bit easier when it's women. Like we can sit here and joke about it with each other, you know. But I think if you brought a man into this conversation right now,
Oh, he wouldn't say anything.
yeah, and it would kind of make it odd. But because I don't know, like I think that it's totally different. It's just different.
I just think
Your wall is birthing a hand.
I'm sorry, what?
Your wall was birthing a hand.
Yeah. That's Mini Monster.
Oh, I think it is time for us to do the thing.
Yeah.
It is. It's 20 after. All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right,
3,
do the writing thing.
2, 1, go.
No.
And that is time.
Well, I got 174 words despite having like 2 major catastrophes happen.
I got a few done, but I also ate an Irish car bomb cupcake because I wanted that one. It was really good, and I wanted it. And Sailor's going to come in a little while. She went out to dinner with her mom, so she's going to come in a little while. And she was told she could grab a cupcake, and I didn't want her to grab that one because that was the one I wanted. So I ran and ate it real fast.
Guaranteed at its finest.
If I tell her not to eat it, she will specifically not hear that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what kids do.
Nope.
Yep.
She actually might not be interested in it when she comes home because usually her mom buys her a lot of food.
Oh.
But better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want her to take it.
Yep.
Can't have it. It's my cupcake.
Speaking of Irish car bombs, did you hear about the new IRA that's starting in Ireland?
No.
No.
There's
Yeah.
a new IRA.
Yeah, apparently they're struggling to get their letter bombs to function properly. Yeah.
Let's hope they keep operating with that level of expertise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
Well, and the article that I read was actually written by the Irish media, and they were mocking these people. They were like, "Oh, the new IRA," and they said, "Yeah, they hate being called the new IRA, so we're just going to keep calling them that because it pisses them off." And I was like, "That's funny."
That's what you want to do. You want to piss off people looking to blow up shit.
Yeah. Right.
Although I think in general, British people can't help themselves.
Yeah.
That's also
In
true.
general. It's part of, it's like sarcasm and self-deprecation are their 2 main weapons to
Mhm.
deploy.
Well, my mom is British. You're not wrong. But they're more about like the social awkwardness of situations, and when every time they get upset, they just send an angry letter. That will fix something. So every time my mom gets upset with the government, she's like, "Well, I wrote them a very angry letter." I'm like, "Good job, mom."
Fantastic.
Then you got to throw in there as a sarcastic smartass to be like, "And this is why the Americans won."
Yeah.
We decided
always-
not to write angry letters.
It's always a house divided on the 4th of July because she'll be like, she's like, "Down with the Yanks, but put up the fireworks."
Fireworks are too much fun to just deny them.
Yeah.
That's right. But you know what's funny? We're a very American country. However, the majority of us love the British royal family. I mean, we can't get enough of them. We're like staying up.
That's weird for us. We don't get it.
Oh yeah, I stayed up all night long to watch William marry Kate. I was like,
You really?
oh yeah,
I did that
you know.
too.
But the night that Diana died, I remember that night very well. And her funeral, I was 17 years old. I stayed up all night.
Yep.
And I had finals the next day. And I stayed up all night because I had to watch her funeral. It was like I just had to do it, you know.
I was so obsessed with her that my mom woke me up when she heard the news or whatever, and I didn't go to school the whole next day because I didn't sleep that night. And then the funeral, I didn't go to school the next day.
I must have been playing D&D at that point because I have no idea. I don't even remember it happening.
Oh yeah, I
vaguely remember my mom telling me that pretty princess lady had died.
I still have all the tabloid things from the funeral.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
had
remember
Princess Diana paper dolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh yeah. And I had it planned out that when I got married, I was going to have a train just like hers, and I mean, I was going to go all out. But the night that it happened, I just was like, oh, they got it wrong. it's someone else. They don't kill princesses.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't happen. So it was just one of those shocking moments.
And we're already in trouble. Hooray!
All right, shall we start?
Yeah.
You guys ready to start?
You guys are ready.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. talk. our time. Break time.
I only got half a page because I had to do more editing on it than I thought.
No, I had to look up poisons.
Oh, fun.
I was totally checking out your book. I was like, what is she reading?
I know.
It's called Deadly Doses, A Writer's Guide to Poisons. I've had it for years.
I have a different book about poisons.
Is it like the antidote to all of CJ's poisons?
Nope. Nope, it's just probably a separate compilation of the same information.
Yeah.
I got two. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say I just got sidetracked because I was reading the called A Short History of the Dreaded Art, and I got sucked into the Borgias. So
Oh,
I didn't actually look at any of the things I was gonna look up.
I love the Borgia family. They're so twisted. They're so twisted. They're fantastic.
And
That's how they felt about it too.
All that twisted, like considering the time they lived in, the culture that they lived in, I don't see them as all that different from the high rollers of today. They were just more willing to kill people up close and personal.
Yeah, but the whole like incest thing that crosses the line no matter what era.
It didn't though.
No,
It really didn't.
No, it really didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah, in the
Here's the
long
thing.
run, it wasn't
So-
great, but
there's a is it Charles V of Spain? I don't know. There's a the Habsburg. No, yeah, he had a butt chin, but he also, like in his painting, you can see like he was subject to drooling because his jaw was so out of line. He was developmentally delayed. I mean, the Habsburg family, which ruled most of Europe during the 18th and 19th centuries. Oh, well, my cat's an asshole. And then before them, who was before the Habsburgs? My sister should know. Not my mother. My mother is
you're
never
the one
been-
telling the fucking story.
I know. And I love
She should
my
know
sister.
what the next point of my story is.
But anyway, like
Everyone
They
else was
very-
doing work and not thinking about history.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, CJ. I put you
We
out
got-
there for the whole world.
1651 edited for Michael Edward McPhee. We've got Stephen Whelan. I don't know how to say that. Sorry. At 367. Aphrodite ran away to go fix something, but she did not come back yet, it appears. So that's exciting.
I'm like halfway done with my line edits. I can't wait for this book to come out. It's like giving birth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
We feel your pain.
I've made it to Lombard, Illinois.
That's exciting.
I know. I'm like, I don't know where that is.
It doesn't even matter because this isn't laid out in any fucking particular way. It's just collections of names.
Oh man. Well, so I was doing research too, CJ. I was researching the history of potato candy. And
Potato candy.
That sounds terrible.
no, it is the best thing ever. And
It's not that bad.
And this has been like a recipe that was handed down in my family for like since creation started. And let me tell you, the last like week of my life has been so weird, other than the fact that I have been in bed and not knowing what universe I was in. I got my results from my Ancestry DNA kit. And what my Ancestry DNA kit, my mom bought it for me for my birthday. Okay, so it was a birthday gift. I know who my people are. I know who my family is. I don't need to know where I genetically come from. However, it's amazing because who I was told I was versus what my DNA says I am, and then finding out who my DNA says I am and where I come from And the fact that I only have 3 like groups of people in my DNA is absolutely amazing. And it all comes back to this potato candy because I am primarily Irish. Look at me. I am primarily Irish. I was like, no way.
Did you know that's how they're actually marketing the DNA kits for Ancestry.com right now? Is you might be Irish. Come find out for $59 instead of $99.
Yeah.
I saw that today.
Okay, so it was insane. And the first thing I did when I got my results was I called my boy cousin who knows a lot about our family history. And he was like, yeah, you know, Aunt so-and-so told this story about when our people first came here and all this other stuff. And I was just like, no way. I mean, I just thought we were like, you know, born out of the dirt of the Appalachian Mountains, but apparently no. No. And this potato candy that I've been eating my entire life that's been passed down from one generation to the other, which is the best dessert on the planet, actually has origins from Ireland. I'm like, damn it. I am not going to be one of those people that get on a plane and go try to find my dead people, all right?
Find my dead people.
Well, see, they couldn't make any more. They couldn't make any more potato candy with the famine. That's why they come over.
If for some reason you feel the need to go and find the homeland of your people, just do me a favor and don't go to Dublin and get on your phone and call America and constantly say, I'm in Dublin.
Okay.
Go somewhere else.
Who do that?
Yes. They're just a whole bunch of groups of Americans and they're all on their phones and they're all like, dude, I'm in Dublin. It's like
I've been to Dublin and it's a nice city, but I don't know that I would call home and be like, hey.
They did it.
Right.
It's a thing.
And we start at 5 after, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're ready to start at 5 after?
Yeah.
That works for me.
All right. Ote.
Yeah, no, I've got a friend who's in Kearney, I think, and then I'll feel really bad if she watches this stream and I don't know where the hell she is. But yeah, I actually sent her a message and I was like, hey, guess what? Turns out we might be cousins. I was like, oh man. So no, I want to go, if I was going to leave the continent, I'd want to go to like Norway or Iceland.
Iceland's awesome. I've been there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever heard about it. Everybody's just like, it's amazing.
Yeah, and they all speak English, and that's really convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, Icelandic sounds amazing. It's the coolest sounding language.
You've got to respect the people who decided they wanted to grow bananas and did so by harnessing the power of volcanoes on their island. I mean, like, that's some awesome shit.
Isn't that where they have the gnome or fairy school?
Oh, the invisible people. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's like a school dedicated to like their invisible people culture.
Yeah, because they believe that they reside within the caves there. They actually have a witch museum as well, and they've got like a replica of like a skinned man inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's a replica?
Well, I saw it. I was just kind of like, that can't be real.
I live better believing it is a replica.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see that Body Worlds.
It's very cool and very creepy.
Yeah, I bet so. But it is time. We should start.
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, that's our.
So one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube is people fucking with phone scammers.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy. So if you guys see me during the stream and I'm over here cracking up, it's because I'm laughing at people fucking with phone scammers. Because fuck those guys.
Have you seen the one where the girl sounds like an automated message from eBay?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it is so funny. I'll have to find it again and send it to you. You'll love it. She actually like scans them, or she calls them, pretends she's the automated recorded voice for eBay, and then they hang up on her, and then they call her back. Oh, it's funny. I'll have to find it for you.
Gotcha. How'd everybody do? I didn't get
I
very far. It
found,
was a shit show. A lot of those weren't there, so.
I found 3 potential poisons.
I got another page edited.
I have 30 pages left to go.
Woohoo! That's exciting.
Yeah. The hard part was, I think, the first line of edits, because like my editor was like, "Can you cut 10,000 words out?" And I was like, "Sure."
Yeah, let me just
Yeah.
do that. One whole chapter will be done.
Did your editor give you any kind of like suggestions on where to cut those words from?
Yeah, I had some transition stuff because, I read too much Wheel of Time. So had to cut some of that out. And then there was like one scene where, like, you know how it is when you're rereading it, and as I was reading the scene, I was like, what the flying fuck was I on when I wrote it? I like ditched the whole thing and had to write it over.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I've got lots of those kinds of scenes.
Yeah.
I apparently did 102 words, but I
Ooh.
found out I did some more research on this candy.
It's important. Candy's important.
Yeah. Not nearly as fascinating as poisons, though. Are you going for like a slow, painful death? Or are you going for like...
Okay, thank you. I wanted to ask. I was like, how are we killing this person?
No, I want something that works relatively quickly, but could be not masked, but like, so she actually gets killed twice. Not really twice, but like she's poisoned and then she's bludgeoned. So technically it's the poison that kills her, but only because she's hit in the head and knocked unconscious and therefore cannot seek medical help.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So right now I'm leaning toward hemlock. And it needs to be an
We're all
herbal.
nodding. We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or belladonna. Belladonna's a good one.
Always a good one.
What?
Just make sure it's grown properly.
Yeah.
Great. And then there's another one, Lily of the Valley, which I didn't know was
That's my favorite.
Lily of the Valley.
Yes. Because it's beautifully devilish.
Well, and the murder happens in a church, and it could be done around Easter time when people have Lily of the Valleys in the church for Easter. So like,
well, Lily of the Valley, it's not the same kind of, it's not like an Easter lily. It's actually a very small, but it's perfect. If you're going to kill her in a church and you're going to have Lily of the Valley, then it's perfect because the symbology behind that plant would totally mesh with the whole thing. Go with Lily of the Valley. I love it.
Yeah.
Just like murder in a church.
The only thing about Lily of the Valley that's problematic is that the reaction time is immediate.
Well, it depends on like how big your
dose is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be dosage versus body weight.
Right.
And any good poisoner would know how to properly.
Right.
To the apothecary.
Yes, Wendy, I despise this character. And
wait. You despise the one you're killing or the one who's doing the killing?
No, the one I'm killing. The one who's doing the killing. I kind of like her.
Okay.
Like, she's, yeah. Like, I am not in any way condoning what she does.
But you are.
I like how we always have to come out and be like, my books are not a representation of me.
Right.
Okay.
But they are.
I remember when I used to be a teacher and somebody was just kind of like, "What's your book about?" And I was like, it's about this person with a murderous sword that wants to murder everybody in sight." She's like, "And you teach my children?" And I was like, "On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do, yeah."
Oh, how funny. Did you do cyber school?
No, I was a special education teacher down here until October, and then it all went nuts down here, and I was just like, I'm done. So I've heard like there's actually a lot more teachers in the state that are quitting this year, and a whole bunch of them quit at December, and of course they can't find substitutes, so they're just pulling anybody that doesn't have a needle in their arm and putting them in classrooms right now.
Well, fortunately, it's not here. Not yet.
No, I have a friend up in your area. She's like, "We're all cozy up here," and I was like, "Shut up, shut up! Don't want to hear your good fortune up there."
That's because we are not crazy. Well,
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you are.
It's nuts down here.
Not with that.
Okay, buddy.
oh no. It's good. It's good rivalry. It's good rivalry. Okay, I'm a Wildcat. She's in Sun Devil, country. I'll rescue her. It'll be okay. No.
I don't identify as a Sun Devil. Even when I was going to the college down here, I was rolling my eyes the entire time. I was like, "Y'all need to calm down."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. School pride was not a thing in England. So when I came here, and they were all like, "Woo, Sun Devils!" I was like, "Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you having a stroke? What's happening?"
People in school would talk badly about me because I never had that.
Yeah.
And then once in college, I dyed my hair purple during Spirit Week and found out after I had done so that purple was a school color.
Oh, funny.
Surprise!
Which is funny because it's everywhere on campus.
It was not like it is now. It was not.
There are giant purple banners with Jane Addams' face on them.
That started after.
Uh-huh.
Well,
My daughter refuses to wear any football or any type of sports related thing because the one time she did, people were like booing her and telling her to take it off because she didn't have the appropriate team on. That's how bad it is here.
that's bullshit. That takes away the fun of rivalry.
Oh no, if you don't like the team here, then you shouldn't live in this town.
Oh, granted, I mean, when I see a pitchfork on the back of somebody's car, you better believe I'm going to get up on their bumper and kind of harass them a little bit. But the funny thing is I grew up in Wildcat country and I never wanted to go to the U of A. Never. Like when I thought about universities, I wanted to go to out-of-state university. I didn't want to go to the local college here. And I think it's just because it's so popular and everything that once I got out of high school, I was like,
You're over it.
Yeah. I knew the Bear Down theme song before I even knew how to write my own name. So
yeah, see, in Rockford, because I grew up in Rockford and I went to Rockford College, you can literally tell people I go to Rockford College. Well, now it's Rockford University, but when it was college, people would go, "You mean Rockford Career College?" And you say, "No, Rockford College." They'd say, "You mean Rock Valley College?"
No.
Because no one knows what Rockford College is.
Right.
We're a city with a college, a private college, dead in the center of it that no one's fucking heard of.
See, yeah, when I lived in Texas, there were 5 colleges, so it didn't matter which one you like. Pick your choose.
No, in this case, I think it was more along the lines of Rockford College until the 1970s was Rockford Women's Seminary.
Yeah.
So it wasn't it was in no way a college in the sense that a lot of colleges, I live in Iowa, and so you're either an Iowa fan or an Iowa State fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm neither.
Yeah.
If I root for somebody, I root for the Writers Workshop, which is in University of Iowa. Yay, go Writers Workshop. But
I think the Hawkeyes colors are less irritating.
They are. Although you end up looking like a giant bumblebee.
And also the Hawkeyes insignia reminds me of being a kid because my grandma had it painted on the bottom of her pool.
Her pool, yeah.
So there is this, it's a nostalgic attachment, but I don't know that I've ever seen a football game.
Yeah.
They're not bad last year.
No, I mean they're fine. I'm not I'm not a football fan, and I could care less. But
What are you doing?
See, it's bad during football season because, like, my boyfriend only watches pro, and I like college and pro, so he gets mad because, like, all the colleges will be recorded, all my games. And he's like, "Are you gonna watch these? They gotta get off my TV."
All right, we should probably do one of these sprints here.
Yeah.
do one more.
Yeah, let's fit one more in. You done being needy, Mr. Crowley? You're not gonna eat pineapple leftovers. No.
It's like, but
But
it's
he could
good.
try.
Yeah, you get the third one and they all turn insane. I don't know what
How did
happened.
we go from poison to football?
I don't know.
I don't know. I want to poison people who watch football.
Try your best. On that note,
All right.
I know we're gonna do another sprint, but I have to run, go cook my daughter her birthday dinner. So
Oh, right on.
I told her we'd be off by then. Her birthday was Wednesday, so
Oh, okay. Well, we will see you later.
all right.
Have a good night.
Yep. If
Bye.
if Alina's on tomorrow, I'll see you then.
Alina is on
Otherwise-
tomorrow. She just couldn't make it tonight because she had to get up early her time.
Okay,
Oh,
so then
that's
I'll
right.
see you in the morning then.
Yep.
It's Friday.
All right.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right then.
Oh.
Shall we start?
We shall.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm so itchy because I'm covered in kitten scratches.
Oh. Ooh. You know what?
Huh.
That's a good idea. You could deliver it, give her a bunch of kitten scratches, put the lily of the valley into salve, and then that would
Hope
be
they
the
don't lick their paws.
That's right. No, not the cat.
No, you
the
should have
lady.
them first, and then you put the lily of the valley on to heal it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did all for you. Just don't. Yeah, that's funny.
Don't poison the kittens. It's okay to kill
Yeah, no,
people.
no,
Not kittens.
Can't hurt the cat.
No,
No,
the
there's like a
kitten-
website for you to look up movies that have dogs in them to make sure the dog didn't die before you watch it.
That's my
What?
friend. She's got 3 kids, and she, like, when she was going through books, she's like, I need you to tell me all the books where the dog doesn't die. And I was like, okay, internet search here.
Yeah, some people are real funny.
Well, that's cool.
Well, the thing about lily of the valley is apparently the plant can often be mistaken for wild garlic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you could make it into a soup. So maybe that's, but you can also make, is this the one? No, it's this one.
I think the cat was on the stove. I can hear Mr. Man yelling obscenities.
I hear
One
Mr.
of
Crowley
them, and I don't
sometimes, and I'm like,
which
I know
one
what
it
you're
is.
doing.
You can make a salad. I think it's hemlock. You can make a
Yeah.
salad from the leaves.
CJ, you should.
Sorry.
What are your choices here?
So far, I'm going to keep looking because I've got
Okay.
quite a bit.
Send me a
more.
list, and I will go look in my book and see if there's anything in there that sounds like you might not know it. Like that
Ooh.
sounds more than general information,
Okay,
and I can take pictures of it for you,
that would be delightful.
so you can have your notes. Because my book is a really strange because it's poisons for writers, but it's also like laid out. It's laid out like there's like separate sections.
Yeah,
On
that's
like how the poison is given, what it does.
Yeah, this is done by name, the location, deadly parts, effects and symptoms, reaction time, antidotes and treatments, any additional notes, and then sometimes they have case histories.
Like in each thing, this has sections of the book separated for that. You see what I'm saying? The book is separated different.
Okay, I'll just send you a list, and you can
Yeah.
send me pictures, and we'll figure
So
it out.
that was my thought. Is it's probably
Okay.
laid out somewhat different, so there's might be more different stuff in it.
All right, let's
All
do
right.
this.
All right, I have to go save the cat, but you guys start.
All right,
Right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Apparently, Shira likes lasagna. Stinker.
right.
How did everyone do? I got frustrated and decided, fuck that project. I'll feel guilty and fix it and do some more on it tomorrow. But right now, fuck it.
That's right.
I'm putting my foot down.
I think I finished. It's all blurring together now.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's one part I have to tackle, and I don't want to right now.
I
Fair
understand that. That's part of the reason I'm not working on Hellsbend tonight is that the next little chunk is a lot rougher than I feel like doing. And I'm like, a little bit.
Yeah. Somehow I actually have less words at the end of this stream than I started with at the beginning of the stream, or the sprint. So obviously something went wrong. Clearly.
Yeah. That's not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I looked down at my word count on my Word document and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I'll figure it out. I'll just do like undo a lot.
When in doubt, undo.
Yeah, that's a pretty good rule of thumb. All right. Well, I guess given the hour, we should go ahead and wrap our little hangout up. Sorry about the lipstick. It was starting to be sore because I put a lot of eyeshadow on it. So we are going to go ahead and do our little promo bit. Hopefully my hiccups will stop acting up. We're going to start the same way we go, except that Amber left. So first is going to be Carrow. Sorry.
Oh, I don't. What do I say?
Oh, this is just the part where you just kind of tell them your links are down below and what you do on your YouTube channel, that kind of thing.
Oh, so on my YouTube channel, I usually just kind of post whatever videos are voted on my Twitter. I've got links there. I usually have on Wednesdays like a rant video, which has some kind of rant involving the writing community. So like, for example, a couple weeks ago, it was the copy-paste crisis I was ranting about. And another time I was ranting about people who didn't bother to do research on their projects and all that. But yeah, so that's typically what I do.
Okay.
Copy-paste what?
You haven't heard?
No.
This woman in Brazil got found out for plagiarizing over 40 authors, over 50 books, a Wikipedia article, a Wattpad, 3 recipes, and 2 news articles. And then she tried to blame it on ghostwriters, saying that they were the ones that did the plagiarism in all of her books. And so like a horde of readers started to scour through her things, and none of it was her original content.
Oh my God.
None of it. And she didn't just go after like small authors. She went after like people like Nora Roberts, Grace Day. Yeah, she was fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was on fire on Twitter. I was like, who is this bitch? Find her.
Oh,
Bring her up. We're going to watch.
Yeah, and then she got super shaky because she took all of her like websites and Twitter and all this other stuff down. She's like, I just don't want to deal with this. And I was like, no, you got to put that shit back up because now you're just running from us.
Yeah, no, you signed up for this. This is what you did. You're going to listen to us bitch about how you did this.
Yeah, and then a whole bunch of like the ghostwriters, because there was more than one. She said, oh, it's just this one ghostwriter. No, there's like 5 that have come out at this point going like, no, she came to us, gave us these scenes, and asked us to make them work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't they have some kind of like
It's
moral?
It's not like a solid plagiarism though.
It depends. So like a lot of the people that she went after, like not all of them copyrighted their work, and I was just like, but Nora Roberts did an open letter that says like these smaller authors aren't able to do anything, but I have the money and the time to sue, and I'm suing. So I'll sue you in court. And I was like, go Nora.
Right?
Wow, she is on fire this year.
Yeah, but like if they altered them, then the automatic thing.
It's not even altered. It's not like a paraphrasing. No, it is literally copy paste. Like like when I was watching this blow up. I'm sorry,
but it's
everybody.
not the whole thing.
No, she would take like anywhere between paragraphs and pages of content.
Okay,
she
so
didn't
it's not like a whole book copied over.
No,
it's like huge chunks of a book copied over.
No, it would be like me taking like one of your books and one of your books and one of your books and just putting them together and making. Yeah, that's what she was doing, and I was.
I mean, not that it makes it any different.
No,
on its fucked upness. I just wanted to understand what was actually happening.
I did a video about it. Just saying.
Right? I know. And now you're going to have like an influx, a major influx of people going to watch your videos because now everybody's like,
I'm done here.
Right?
well, but it also makes you wonder, like, what about these ghostwriters? I have one freaking fly that will just not leave me alone, pissing me off. It's going to die. But you would think that these ghostwriters, being professionals, would have some type of moral compass.
I don't think they do.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, they are essentially treated like garbage. For a lot of them, they write many of the novels you've read by other people. Mm-hmm. And they get paid like a living-ish wage and no credit.
And some of them aren't even like native to the area, so they're not going to read like all the American romance books. You know, their English is passable enough that they can write for other people.
Right. That sucks.
Oh yeah, I got so fired up over that. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
No, that's fine.
It's important for us to talk about. I mean, like that's part of our community.
Copyright your shit.
Oh, shit.
It's important.
Well, and
PSA here.
Yeah, we've done like we've done complete streams where we just talk about writerly stuff. So it's appropriate. It's absolutely appropriate.
For sure.
So
all right, was that all you had though?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. When did your book come out?
April 26th.
April 26th. So go.
I have a free demo if somebody signs up for the newsletter. If they want to see if they like my style, it's just a little PDF 22-page short story.
All right, and that's on your
the website,
which is down below. So go to Carrow Brown.
Yeah.
.com. Oh.
Yeah.
That's super easy to remember.
Yeah, right?
Do you have like a pre-sale coming out or anything?
Not yet. I'm waiting on things. Like I haven't even been able to do my cover really. So usually it's like me going like now. What about now?
Right.
They get tired of me pinging them.
Right on. All right. So
first TJ.
Okay, that's right.
Yep. Try it here.
Those damn alphabets.
That's okay. I file. I work for a camp, and we have all these registration files for each child who is going to come to camp. And I filed a kid whose last name is Turner before the kid whose last name was Spiny.
Yeah, but that's TU and then S.
Yeah. No, there's no way you can justify that. So
look, I can come up with every excuse.
Oh, thanks. So I totally not forgot. I made bad life choices last Sunday and did not post episode 16.
Wait, so weren't you having dinner with your pregnant sister?
We were going to have lunch, but I didn't do that either.
Okay, never mind. I can't help you there.
No. Cassie and I sat on the couch and watched Big Bang Theory all night. Like
my BFF and big bucket of fail.
Good
job,
that's
CJ.
Exactly what that is. So episode 16 will be out this week. I have it all prepped. All I have to do is post it. So it will be out this week.
Look at you.
No.
Shame.
All right. Dana.
All right. What was I going to say? Anyway. Shit.
You did that thing that like a 4-year-old does with like, mom. What?
Nothing.
I don't know.
I know. Well, anyway, no, actually, I'm really excited because I decided to celebrate the 1-month mark of The Awakening being out and available to the public, that it is going to be free ebook. Yeah, so you can go and get a copy of the ebook starting tomorrow.
As long as you are an adult.
As long as you are an adult. On the March 16th, it will be free until the 20th. So you need to go over there, snatch a copy of it, and then leave a review. That's the most important part. Read it and then leave a review.
Leave a review.
Yeah,
Always
exactly.
and forever.
That's right. And my newsletter for March will be coming out. So if you are not already signed up, go to my website, sign it up, and then go to all my social stuff and follow me there.
Okay.
Be social with us.
Yeah. Because we don't have anything else going on. We have to-
Outside is scary.
I know.
It really is. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. All of my links are down below. There, whatever. I will do something on Sunday. I've been doing live streams because I'm lazy and I don't feel like editing a video. And the Authortube, the NewTubers and the 101 videos are taking a lot more time than I anticipated. So then I have to fit all that into the weekend. And I also like to not do stuff during the weekend because that's like my favorite activity. But so yeah, so there will be something on Sunday. I cannot promise you what it will be. It'll either be a video or it'll be whatever. And I did record some kind of vlogging stuff, so maybe I'll just give you guys that.
You should call it Surprise Sunday. We don't know what we'll get.
Yeah, it's turning into that. Starting to feel like I'm moving toward a Jenna Marbles Sunday/Monday kind of schedule, and I'm not quite awesome enough to do a Jenna Marbles thing, so I'm gonna need to hold back. All right, so we will see you guys all later. And yeah, so don't forget we are on Alina's stream tomorrow morning, so go check down below. Alina's links are down below too. So all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.